All right, we are live. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to This Weekend Loaded. Yeah, we're live. Okay, yay! Just got done being on Scotsman's channel, so and did Gary's show earlier. So it's been a busy day for live streaming. Um, yeah, and so far tonight with us we have Mr. Jason Stewart, the show co-host. How are you tonight, Jason?
I'm doing good. I'm eating chocolate chip cookies.
And you didn't bring enough for everybody. Shame on you, sir.
Chips Ahoy, too.
Oh, okay. Store bought. Never mind. And next we have G23 jump in. How are you tonight?
Doing good. Thanks for the invite.
Yep. There are other people out there with invites. I see two of them were out there in the chat earlier. Who knows where they're at? So, probably still playing around over on Scotsman's channel. That's if he's still going. I don't even know if he's still going. I had to go out of there about a half hour ago. And then we still ended up late because Jason decided he was going to go take a restroom break or cookie break or some kind of break. It's all Jason's fault that we're late.
I thought it was mine because I was talking about a monkey and an AK.
Oh, no, we could have talked about that on air. That's not a big thing. Oh, Jason having to go to the bathroom. He pulled a snob. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, I am ashamed. Sorry, man. My boss just texted me about tomorrow. You'll have my attention here just a second.
Well, at least he didn't pull a black cat and take you to the bathroom while he was, going.
Well, hell, road call would just get up, walk into the bathroom while on the live stream, and you could hear him going from the bathroom because he would have closed the bathroom door.
That's what black cat does.
Yeah, I'm saying road call did that too. Of course, in road call's defense, he was drunk off his ass. No, one isn't he? The road gets home from work and he breaks out that Pabst Blue Ribbon and all bets are off at that point.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Fair warning for your pleasure. It'll be an early night for me, but appreciate being here now. I got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, we got Vanessa Kitty out there in the chat now. Evening, Vanessa. I'm gonna probably start rolling in here shortly. I'm assuming. I hope so. But yeah, so I have no topics for tonight. Uh,
What?
and I bet this is the third chat I've been on today.
There's been a lot that's happened. What about Joe
And
Biden falling off his bicycle?
we talked about that. Like, was it yesterday or Friday or this morning? Hell, we talked about it in somebody's chat at some point this weekend.
Mr. Baron SVG is out in the crowd.
Yep.
Vanessa? What about the protesters at Amy Barrett's house, man? Showing up with like their hands tied and carrying baby dolls like they just gave birth and piling them up on her yard and stuff.
Well, if their hands were tied, they should have just went up, grabbed them, and threw them in the back of the paddy wagon and took them away, like they're supposed to. there's a thing called federal law which stipulates that you are not allowed to protest at a judge's house. That is a federal offense, but they just let them get away with it anyway.
They
That
say because they're not stopping, they're walking, but they just go past the house, turn around, walk back. Since they're not stopping and standing still, they're not breaking the law.
Horse shit.
I mean, I agree, but that's what they're saying.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a bunch of horse shit.
it's only against the law if it doesn't fit their narrative.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
if it was a
exactly.
Democrat, if it was one of the Democratic appointed judges, Sotomayor, Kagan, whatever the hell the other woman's name is, you know damn well those people will be going to jail.
You know, they block the street and everything. Like, imagine if you lived next door or something. You know what I mean? Here's the other part about it. Like, you don't see it in the backgrounds, but there's like every news network there. So that means like every news network has a great big giant news van or something somewhere hauled up and parked up in your fucking neighbor's front yard and making tire ruts and shit. Your whole neighborhood's all
Mhm.
congested because of that shit. I'd be like if McCluskey's come out for AR-15 and shit. And me and my wife Charlie's Angels it out on the front steps. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, things are screwed up.
Shit, I'd be out there. Some people, them's the rich people there. You know what I mean? Them
Hmm.
that for the you know how the real estate is there. An old big house like that. That's the same kind of money as a great big giant mansion someplace else.
Hmm.
I'd be out there like you're paying for my yard for parking that news van there. You know what I mean?
She, you talking? Where she live? She live in D.C. itself, or Maryland, or Virginia?
I'm not for sure, but they're all right there close. You know what I mean? 10, 15 minutes from DC.
Well, it matters because of the gun laws. You do that in D.C., you're going to jail. You do that in Maryland,
Oh
you're the
yeah,
one going to jail.
yeah. Come out with a ball bat then.
Well, shit, even then, you have no right to defend yourself or your property in D.C. or Maryland.
You know what? Do you got the right to be a beehive farmer? Put all your boxes out front. Take a queen bee and throw it on a protester.
Trained killer bees. There you go. There are patriots out there. Union Patriot. So, what do you think is going to happen? We got 1 week left for the Supreme Court to put out their rulings, and they're supposed to be pushing up that Roe v. Wade ruling in light of the fact that the draft was already leaked, and we're still waiting on that 2A ruling. What do you guys think is going to happen? Those rulings have to be made this week before they go into
Uh,
burn for the session.
I'm kind of confident. I think I'll approve of both of their decisions. I think all hell's gonna break loose, but
Oh
I
yeah.
agree with their decisions. And
Oh,
all the chaos that'll be brought up on the news and there locally and all that, that'll just be, one more, bad episode for those people. The Democrats and stuff be one more notch in their stupidity belt.
yeah. These morons don't understand what Roe v. Wade says. We've been through this before. Roe v. Wade did not make abortion a constitutional right, unlike what they seem to think it did. What?
There's commercials on TV right now of them misleading the public on there right now. I just seen two of them
Mhm.
today. and talking about what they're going to do. They're going to protest the courts. They're going to do whatever they got to do nationwide. Um, they're wanting pro-abortion to be added to the Constitution. Says they will not stop till they get that,
Good
and
luck
all
with that.
about no law can tell a woman what to do and all this and that stuff. But and when they end their commercial, they said we will not stop until we have our constitutional right added. But
Yeah.
to add to the Constitution, don't you have to call like a constitutional convention?
No, Congress in the Senate can do it, but you need 66% of each house, and then 2/3 of the states to ratify it on top of that. So good luck with that.
Well, yeah, isn't that like what the constitutional convention is to get the states?
Yeah, that's for the
And
states.
it just doesn't happen overnight. Like you put it
No,
out, it could take years for them to
yeah,
respond.
because each state still has to individually ratify it.
Yeah. So basically, if there was a subject that even the majority of the country was supporting a new amendment, it's not happening
Oh,
overnight. It's going to
no,
take years,
no,
more
you
than
need
probably
a
one administration.
yeah. It's not a simple majority situation. It is a vast majority situation.
I don't know if anyone said hello to Patriot in the dark, but he's out there.
Yeah, I already said hi, Dan. I don't know if you made that. I don't know if you were having the audio issues again or not. Yeah. But these idiots are actually better off if Roe gets overturned, because then you can have states completely and whatever legalize it without any restrictions whatsoever.
Hey, why'd everybody go blue? Oh, okay.
Everybody's not blue.
No, on this StreamYard thing, everything was lit up blue till I clicked it.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
didn't know if that meant I just lost connection or what
I have
happened, but
no idea what the hell.
everybody's blocked. The outside the chat blocks. Everything just completely shaded blue.
Yeah, I mean, even if you do the selecting where you're holding your left mouse button accidentally, it only turns the icons blue. So yeah, that's weird. Hey, Buck.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
How's it going, Buck? How was your Father's Day?
It was pretty nice. I cleaned up the damn gun room again, so I can mess it up next week. Been pretty
You
quiet
mean
around here.
the wife didn't clean it for you since it was Father's Day?
Oh hell no, her ass don't even come up in here. It's all me out here.
Did you see where Iowa, I believe it was, their Supreme Court ruled that there is no constitutional right to an abortion?
It shouldn't be hard to do. It's not like written in there, right? Like it
Yeah,
doesn't take that long to read it.
yeah. The Constitution really doesn't take long to read. It's a shame more people don't take the time to actually do it. It's only a few pages long. It's not like it's War and Peace.
Shit, kids nowadays don't know how to read. You have to read it to them.
They only know how to read in Twitter speak.
They can't read in cursive.
They probably can't print straight either. Brings up an interesting question. If all you're doing is homeschooling over computers because kids weren't allowed to go to school because of the COVIDs, how the hell were they teaching kindergartners how to write?
Just put an X That's all they're teaching them how to do now.
Man, I know it's Father's Day, but I'm so glad I don't have kids right now, and don't have kids growing up in this society and going to these schools. I can't imagine. What a fucking
Yeah,
nightmare.
my kids are growing up, but I still got 10 grandchildren. 11 ones on the way.
Like, if you have any real hope for them, you have to, like, unteach them when they come home.
Yeah. No,
Literally. You know what
I
I mean?
I just thought about what I just said. They're not teaching kindergarten kids how to write anymore. They're teaching them how to be trannies. I forgot about that. Hmm.
See, to answer Jason's question, you refer back to Oregon just passed last year that students didn't have to know how to read, write, or do math to be able to graduate due to the pandemic.
What
That's ridiculous.
it was proposed in one state. I don't know if it was passed or not. A declaration declaring that math is racist was up for vote.
Was that California?
It may have been.
I remember, like, one of their state people introduced that, was all proud of themselves.
And that shit that Patriot just put out, man, that shit ain't right.
Hmm.
I believe I have to be on somebody's ass for that.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see the story out of Texas where a 4-year-old was accidentally sterilized when he went in to have a hernia operation?
No, I haven't seen it, but I would probably be I accidentally beat the doctor's ass.
Yeah. The
It
family
was an
is
accident.
suing the family is suing with a maximum of what they can get of only $500,000 under Texas law.
I saw one a while back where a doctor was shooting this kid up with stuff to make him transgender. Shit. Without the kid knowing it or the parents. Wasn't even the kid's choice. Had no
Mm.
idea what the doctor was giving until he started, like, growing boobs and stuff. Doctor had been shooting him up with stuff for a couple years.
Oh, remember one of those behavioral medications that they were giving kids was making them grow female chest areas? So that was
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
there was a big lawsuit that
Side
came out of that
effects
one.
include headaches and chest swelling.
Yeah.
Occasionally, you may grow man boobs.
I wonder if that one became
It's
popular
in
with
the,
strippers.
yeah, it's in the fine print at the bottom of the screen. May cause weight loss, headaches, lack of sleep, and man boobs.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like they were having swelling in that region; they were growing breast tissue. For Christ's sake, Jesus Christ! What the hell they put in that shit? 100% pure estrogen.
I don't know, man. I've had some old ladies. I wish they had that medicine.
So I said, I bet that medicine became real popular with strippers. Patriot says there is a petition in Michigan going around without age limit. Underage as well can be sterilized with no parental consent required. And I bet Whitmer is all in favor of it, right? Sounds like something she would be in favor of.
Yeah, that lady's crazy, man.
Oh man, she's junior Nazi in training. Unbelievable. Good God. She's one step away from doing some of that eugenic shit that Hitler was doing, having done. And YouTube, I don't give a shit if you like it or not. Surprised that woman went going into the nursing homes and experimenting on people.
What do you think the vaccine was?
Well, hell, that was on everybody.
Not on me.
Me neither.
You got a disease that affects mainly the elderly with one or more medical conditions. Let's throw a bunch of young people that caught it in the nursing homes with the old people who are most susceptible to it. What
Hey,
could possibly go wrong?
hey man, here's something to talk about. What about Fauci getting test positive? The most vaccinated man on the planet, right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it.
Yeah, it's about damn time.
What the hell is this flying pig virus shit going around?
Huh? You,
Flying
That
pig.
flying, yeah, some kind of pig virus or some shit.
The
what?
no, what do they call it? Monkeypox.
Yeah,
Oh,
monkeypox?
monkeypox.
That's
That's
what
what
you're
it
talking
is.
about? Oh, by the way, that's
But
racist.
yeah, they're wanting to change the name. That's why I wasn't sure. Did they change it to flying pig? What?
That's what I was trying to
I
figure
knew
out.
some
It's
kind.
like, what?
I knew some kind of animal.
Yeah, monkeypox. Yeah, and they don't like that either. Now they say it's racist. But what about chicken pox, man? What about the chickens?
Yeah, well, the chickens don't have a big lobby in Washington, so nobody gives a shit. And what about the smallpox, man?
Yes, smallpox. What about large pox?
The little people are all offended because of smallpox. Give Fauci enough time, and he'll say midgets are responsible for smallpox. It's all midgets' fault.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Monkeypox, I will kind of agree with it. That does sound kind of funny.
Well, it came from monkeys.
Well,
I'll let you figure out how it was contracted from the monkeys.
yeah, I've heard the rumors. That's why I don't know. They could name it something else though.
Yeah. Patriot said Fauci caught it from an old set of luggage he found in his garage, so that doesn't really count. What did it have a bunch of stickers with China on them? You know, the old luggage stickers we used to have at the airports and ships.
You know, it's funny. Last time somebody was talking about that monkeypox, I was thinking of that stuff you can get like from the motorcycle shop called anti-monkey butt. You know what that stuff is?
Yeah.
I was thinking they probably start selling out of that shit.
No, I've not gotten any info on that, Patriot. He's asking about the monkey. I mean, no, I'm about to say monkey tossing, midget tossing from last night.
Yeah, he's on the midget tossing, that's for sure. Or the we people distance challenge.
I have no idea. You know what we need to. You should. You know, it'd be funny. Set up a bunch of obstacles and get giant slingshots and shoot them at the obstacles like Angry Birds.
Trevor Shays, fling him. Put a motorcycle helmet on him, fling him.
Put them in those suits that the dog trainers wear when they're training the attack dogs.
Well, that's what they do when they toss them, anyways, right? It's like a
Mhm.
Velcro suit, so it'll stick to the wall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Yeah, the show's already only started, and we're already done the. I guess is it? This would be more of a monkey hole than a rabbit hole, wouldn't it?
Yeah, anti monkey butt. Get yours today before the shelves run out.
That preacher said it's kind of like bowling. Oh, yeah, that's why it's like. That's why I say they can do it with Angry Birds. Just keep them airborne. Boom! Take out the building.
Oh, oh, you
Haven't
must
you
be
ever
talking
played
about
Angry
like
Birds?
the Dwarf Distance Nationals or something.
Yeah, have you ever watched or played Angry Birds before? They,
I saw a commercial about them.
there's a giant slingshot, and you got to shoot these birds. Each bird has a different power to it. At a that basically looks like the old building blocks. You know, like the ones that were colored different colors are made out of wood. It's a building made out of like those, and you got to shoot the birds at it to knock the building down and kill the pigs that are the bad guys who stole the birds' eggs.
This game sounds awful violent.
Oh, it is. It's got
Gizzards out there.
explosions and all kinds of stuff. One of the birds in and of itself is a bomb.
You can't say bomb on YouTube.
I just did. Too late. There are lots of things you can't say on YouTube, and I've done it anyway. So what the? To be perfectly honest.
The phrases of Rich White in his show don't necessarily reflect those of the hosts, co-hosts, and the
The hell it
audience.
don't. You said some things on here. You said something that got my damn show taken down, Jason. So don't even go there.
Freedom of speech. Which turns out I mean, I didn't mean to. We didn't do nothing wrong. We read an official government document.
Two, two of
So,
them.
so like, I don't know. Don't be mad at me. I didn't write the, don't kill the messenger for the message.
Yeah. We had one from the CDC and one from the British National Health Service, and because they contradicted the World Health Organization, that was misinformation. And Tim S remembers Angry Birds. He's out there. Oh, Angry Birds! I missed this game. So we can dress all the little midgets up in the dog trainer outfits that have feathers all over them and different colors, so they look like the birds from the game. You know what? Better yet, we could do this with kids, and we can sell it to Nickelodeon.
That'd be easier, man. You could probably find kids easier than you could find dwarfs.
Uh-huh.
Hey, man. You could go to the border and shoot little kids in outfits across on a slingshot.
Woo! Yeah, let's play Angry Birds. Little Mexican kids are stuck across the border.
Steady your wooden block house he's talking about. You're getting over the border fence.
Let's see if we can clear the fence from 5 miles away. Somehow don't think that would pass constitutional muster.
I can see this one
El,
going down a deep, deep rabbit hole right here.
El Angry Birdo.
El Pollo Loco.
El Verde de Angre. El Guapo.
Yeah, that would be Lug Pollo Loco. Spanish is a weird language. Pollo Loco, crazy chicken. Man, we're going down another one of them rabbit holes like the poo powered car. What was the one we went down last week? I don't even.
A poop powered car.
Oh yeah, you weren't? Don't you remember that one? Rob said something about everybody having toilets in their cars, and it was like, oh, it was on then.
Poop powered.
Yeah, remember methane coming from uh, the whole what
You could
was it
have
from Beyond Thunderdome?
you could
Power
have real
comes from methane. Methane coming from pig shit. In
you
this
could
case,
have real
methane coming from human.
horsepower. Yeah, you could have some real horsepower if you had a car that ran off horse poop.
Well, the whole thing was you relieved yourself as you're going down the road. You didn't have to pull over, and then the car recycled it into fuel. No more having to have the empty Gatorade bottle.
I
I know
think,
one thing.
think there's easier ways to replace gasoline than a toilet.
I know one thing. If you try to fart in your gas tank, you got to be quick.
Yeah, I don't know if the standard internal combustion engine can run off a methane though, Buck. So you might be farting into the wind there in more ways than one. Yeah, Taco Bell would sell. Ian would said poop powered cars makes Taco Bell a different meaning. Yeah, that would definitely have an uptick in sales. And yeah, Tim S gets the reference. Master Blaster from
I've seen some
Mad
shitty
Max Beyond
cars
Thunderdome.
before. I've seen some shitty cars before, but I never seen one with a built-in toilet.
I don't
Ladies
know. I
and
have seen a
gentlemen,
lot of trucks
boys.
come in with holes cut in the floorboard.
Well, hell, you could probably do that with just a regular biodiesel, Patriot. He said he suggested years back a car that ran on greasy, only oily hippies, but it didn't take off. Yeah, that's what biodiesel is, man. Come on, come on. Yeah, you know the thing. I fell off my bike, and my butt's been one.
You know, I saw some weird conspiracy shit, but seems like in the uh, modern times here, from like now back to I don't know, like the 70s and stuff, they were showing stories that like every inventor, every everyday guy or something like us, inventor that had the knowledge that built a car engine that would run off something other than gasoline. Like there's people experiment with engines that just run off compressed air, and engines that run off even water, and other things, and engines that are like super miles per gallon. Every single one of the people that were working on those and came up with a working model all got like Hillary Clinton. All of them's dead mysteriously. And I get they showed one. He told everybody as soon as he knew they poisoned him. And it's funny, the last one that just got killed, he was one of the people got killed in that Buffalo shooting. And just a week or so before, he was on the news showing this incredible engine he built.
Yeah, Ian Wood said you don't need conspiracies anymore. The real stuff is enough. You can't rate this. Yeah, if you went to Hollywood and tried selling them everything that's going on right now as a drama, they think you were crazy and tell you, no, this is one of the best comedies we've ever seen. It's absolutely crazy. All right. Biden makes Frank Drebin look competent.
I saw a thing on a truck the other day. It said Biden, biggest idiot Dems ever nominated.
Well, that sign won't lie.
My neighbor down the street's got one that says, Elect a clown, expect a circus. This silence brought to you by Unloaded Media. All your
No,
unloaded media needs.
no, the silence brought to you by my wife, who had to interrupt me for fruit flies around the banana bread that she just made.
Nanner bread, huh?
Yeah. Patriots is he had somebody make a comment that was so good that he pinned it in his latest short, and the guy was either 12 or in college. So we'll let you figure out from there which way he's going with this. Now I gotta go over there and read this comment.
Yeah, bring it on up so everybody can see it.
Well, I don't want Patriot copywriting me.
Oh, he can't. He invited you to. It says check out.
No more drilling.
Let's see. So it's the latest
No more
one.
drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill. Period.
Quiet, I don't want to hear you. I just want to see the comment. Okay. Let me come over here. We're StreamYard's all screwed up right now. I don't know what the problem is. But let me go here, go here, in there, I think. No. Yeah, that one. Okay. I got multiple YouTube tabs, so I can make sure I have the right one. Okay, you guys see that comment?
Nah, it's real small.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to read it. Alex Cunningham wrote, or typed, because, probably can't write. Joe Biden is a total legend, the total legend in capitals. He's really leading our country in the right direction with his awesome, and anytime I emphasize it's because he's got to capitalize, leadership skills as president. He really got them COVID case numbers down, got COVID vaccines to people across our country, gave a ton of COVID vaccines to poor people in other countries of the world, has increased the number of jobs in our country and improved our economy, has taken better care. Man, this is one hell of a run-on sentence, too. Has taken better care of the immigrants trying to cross the Mexican border into the United States compared to Trump. Just nominated the first black woman ever for the Supreme Court. He also passed a big bill to help the infrastructure of the U.S., which means fixing roads and bridges, increased internet so the internet will cover more for all the United States. Jesus Christ, this kid's an idiot. In the past, there were a lot of small freaking towns and rural areas that couldn't get good internet. Okay. I just typed a comment live on air. I think we found the Tide Pod eater.
He might have been the Bleach Challenge drinker winner.
I think Patriot hit the nail on the head, man. He's either 12 years old or he's in college, one or the other.
We definitely ain't both. He ain't smart enough for that.
Maybe she makes your budget seen that, so he can do that for moron of the week.
It's if budget even
Tim
does a
S
show
out
tomorrow.
there says that's what we call Mo Bra.
What a maroon, as Bugs Bunny would say.
Well, you can tell it's getting close to voting time. They starting to bring that damn COVID shit back up around again.
Yeah, right.
Yep, yep. New wave, right about election time, so you can mail in your votes. Oh, P&W Woods.
Evening, Ozzy.
So, my question to PNW is: has the stay been granted by the lawsuits that are pending in Washington State against the mag ban?
What happens to the magazines you already own?
So, in Washington, if you already have standard capacity mags, that's fine. You just can't carry them on you out in public. You can take them to the range and have them at your house. You just can't like open carry them or whatever. And they don't, if you went to another state on vacation, they can't prove if you bring any of the standard capacity back with you.
Tim S., you don't have to censor yourself on this channel. You're perfectly fine just typing shit. Now, P and Wood says, no, you got that wrong, that you can carry them still.
So you just can't
Okay.
buy new ones.
Yeah. I thought that's what Washington gun law attorney said, was that you weren't able to carry them. I may have misheard that.
Yeah, he said 100% you can carry the previous stone one. That's about right. I mean, it's not as goofy as Maryland, where you can't buy above a 10-round mag in state, but you can go across the border, buy a over 10-round magazine and carry it back into Maryland and be perfectly legal.
So all they effectively did was create a black market to skyrocket the price of magazines, or spend a bunch of money in gas to go to another state to get your magazines and come back.
But that's what Maryland did, yeah.
So it costs you like more in gas than it does for the P mag.
Oh, they had that before the gas prices went up.
Oh, yeah, that's been around for a while. Kingpin and I have talked about that in multiple different episodes of this show, about how stupid Maryland's gun laws are. And sad that we don't have either one of our resident Marylanders out there. No Krabby Turtle or Kingpin right now. For those of you who don't know, Krabby Turtle is the artist formerly known as MKJF. Not to be confused with Mojo Jojo. But
I
nobody
heard
likes-
many channels call him something different on every channel.
call who different things on every channel.
MKJO.
And so you got a lot of channels talking about Mojo Jojo.
Oh yeah, couldn't nobody pronounce his name, so they made up their own.
I just called him the letters. It's the easiest thing to do.
I just called him Makojo.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people started calling him.
And now he's a turtle with crab legs and pinchers.
I'm eating lobster and shrimp bites that are like little mini cakes. Oh, damn, they're delicious.
I'm not a lobster person. Stacy's out there. Evening, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
We know it's not Snob. He's too good to show up unless he's on Stacy's account. But that's only because he's standing behind her talking.
Hi, Snob.
Jason's lying. He's not missing you. He didn't say hi first. If he was really missing you, he would have said hi first.
Oh no, man! Think about her all the time. She knows I was missing her.
Hey, look, it's Snob. He actually showed up. Tell me I'm wrong, Snob. Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you ever use your invite to the show. You don't just piggyback on Stacy if she's in here. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait. Now they're arguing about whether Snob actually said he could hear us or not. Snob says that's not what he said, and Stacy says, "Well, you would have." I'll allow it because it's probably because it's that's true. He would have. Many times. No, you know I can hear you, right? Yeah, that's come out of Snob's mouth quite frequently. Hey, look, he's actually here. Hey, look,
I'm busy, but I ain't gonna let you badmouth me, so I had to show up.
who's bad mouthing you? I'm just stating facts.
I'm here on my own link, so don't even.
That's what,
Yeah, for the
once in a
first time
million?
in like 2 years.
I'm busy on Sunday nights.
Uh-huh. So how was your day?
Good, I guess. I just worked on crap around here.
They made
Did
you
you go-
work around the house on Father's Day? The shit.
No, I made them help me, so there's that.
Well, happy
You didn't go
Father's
visit
Day.
Gary?
What?
I said
Well,
you
no,
didn't go visit Gary?
He didn't
No,
go
I
visit
didn't go
Gary. No, he didn't go visit Gary because Gary was planning on watching movies this afternoon and Snob didn't need a nap.
Haha.
So Patriot wants to know what a good skeet thrower would be.
Your daughter?
Hold on, let me look and see what brand mine is. I'm trying to remember. I'll be right back.
Get her one of those orange stick thingies and she can just whale them all over the place. Train her to be a quarterback by having her throw skeet. It's only a matter of time before we have female quarterbacks in the NFL the way this shit's going.
Just join a range that has skeet. They throw them for you quickly.
Yeah, but his daughter's on the team, so he's probably wants something where she can train without having to pay an arm and a leg for in range fees.
I've got the cheap champion workhorse. It's like under $300, and it's been great. We can use the crap out of it.
We only ever use those handheld things to play around with them. Oh, that's not true. I've the spring loader. I shot skeet that were launched by one of those spring loaded ones where you just pull a string and it pulls the lever and releases the arm.
Yeah, I went through about 6 of those $50 spring-loaded ones before I finally gave in and bought a good one, a electric one. We kept breaking them after a while. They'll break after a few thousand skeet.
Oh, Patriot's like, yeah, but it's him that's using it to throw for her. Well, that makes it even more fun. She has no idea where the skeet are going to fly at that point. That would definitely be interesting.
I would seriously get that champion, what I say,
Yeah.
workhorse or whatever. Yeah, I just had
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
That's-
get the one Snob said.
if you're talking electric one, unless you just want to spend a fortune, I mean, you can spend 10 or 20,000 on them, but this one's under $300. I think it was like 250, 300, somewhere in there.
Doesn't one of your kids shoot competitive shotgun or something?
Yeah, my boy does.
Yeah, so listen to him. Your daughter's getting into competitive shotgunning, so Snob's already got a kid that's doing it. So yeah, listen to him. He knows which one he is. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I know more about the shotgun side of it than I do the skeet thrower apparatus. Oh, what else we got to talk about?
Any new guns, Snob?
No, I'm poor. Saving up to go on vacation, so I can't be buying guns.
You're gonna go watch the flooding in Yellowstone?
We were planning on going to Yellowstone 4th of July weekend. But we were going to stay in Cook City, and that is not going to happen because you can't even get there.
They reopened it. Yellowstone reopened today.
They're going to reopen it on Wednesday, the 22nd.
Yeah, they're reopening.
But they're only reopening the South Loop, and we were going to stay up north. I don't even like the south part. I like the north part.
I was gonna say you can go watch the flooding and watch the devastation.
I'd like to go up there and see it all, but I don't.
And did you see where they're ridiculing the governor because he was on vacation already when the floods started? So apparently
What's he
he's
supposed
supposed
to
to
do
be
about it?
psychic.
I mean, what's anybody going to do about it?
Yeah, I mean, the guy was already on vacation. It's not like it happened and then as it was happening, he left to go on vacation. He was already on vacation.
Even if he did leave, I mean, what's he going to do personally? What is he going to do to do anything to do with that?
Yeah, it's like that one thing that happened and Ted Cruz went on vacation. Everybody threw a fit because Ted Cruz went on vacation. What's he going to do?
None of these people can do it. I mean, it's different if the whole, the National Guard goes on vacation or something. I'm pretty sure there's people there, or he can make the call without being there to authorize him to get in there and save people.
Kingpin's wondering now if your son is going to meet and fall in love with Patriot's daughter because they're both competitive shotgun shooters.
Well, they're a long ways apart, so.
Just a couple states. Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma.
Yeah, but you have to go around Illinois.
Okay, Michigan, Indiana, Missouri.
Kentucky, you got to put
Oklahoma.
Michigan, Kentucky, Indiana, Kentucky. Yeah. Sorry, okay.
Now you go right down the middle of the Ohio River, then you don't have to. Yeah.
True.
Now Patriots got another idea for you. He said, actually, Snob, your son should probably get an upgrade, and he'll take that old, worn out one from you.
Like I said, I'm poor.
How'd that happen? Price of gas?
Yeah, that's one reason. And the other reason is I'm married.
Hmm.
Did all your cows die too?
No, none of my cows died. That's a big rocket crap. I ain't figured out what's going on there.
Yeah, who the hell knows? Good news wanting to make a spectacular story out of something that happens more often than people realize.
Yeah, I don't buy that 10,000 of them died in pit spots.
No.
If they could have brought in any, and they said some of them were bringing in water trucks and spraying them down.
Hey, nobody wants. Ozzy says nobody wants to go see him. I guess that's because you said to avoid Illinois.
Last time I went through Illinois, I waved at Ozzy as we drove right through his town. And he just waved back.
Obi expects me to just be able to see him waving. He doesn't tell me he's coming through for me to be on the lookout for him.
Ozzy can't wave no more after sewing that damn cowboy outfit he got
Hmm.
at Ocean.
He's waiting for Halloween so he can go as Woody for Halloween.
Is it hot in Arkansas, Buck?
Oh hell yeah, we getting ready to hit over 100 degrees in this coming week.
Yeah. It was actually better today than it had.
Yeah, today was a beautiful day. No humidity, real nice.
Whoop, you lost Snub.
But next week's gonna be a bitch.
He's back.
That was me pressing the wrong button.
Ah.
I was trying to look at the chat and I hit leave instead of chat on the phone.
Well, earlier today on Gary's chat, my cat hit the wrong button.
Rich, I always gotta blame it on that cat.
No, it was the cat. It was like, son of what the. Like,
See,
Sure.
I'm on the, I screw up. Rich is like, I've never screwed up. My cat did it.
stupid.
It's always my cat or somebody misheard me.
Yeah, the stupid cat climbed up on the keyboard and hit one of those because you got those like hot buttons now in StreamYard and closed my StreamYard window.
Just like he fell down the stairs, blamed it on the cat for tripping him. Hurt his leg.
Let's see, we got Chris from the 740s out there. Evening, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Jason, I don't know if Jason sent you a picture. He got that 1911 clean finally.
Yeah, I think I sent him a picture. Sure had a good day yesterday shooting with Chris and his son and his friend Devin. I really enjoyed the MP5. That was really sweet.
Ozzy says no more cowboy rigs until he gets a sewing machine. Yeah, I can see that. That's a lot of hand sewing there.
What'd you tell me a while ago, Wazzy? I ain't gonna get no sewing machine after I retire. My hands are good.
That was before he made a complete
Yeah.
cowboy. It had period correct on my dad. It was not one of those Hollywood uh, pistol rigs. He did it the right way, the way it should have been done. That rig where the holster and the belt is all one piece. That's pure Hollywood.
I'll be back. Just give me a minute.
No.
Okay.
All right, let's badmouth Jason while he's gone.
Jason owns too many damn Berettas. We got to have an intervention for this guy. Now that went far.
I bet you that Jason didn't even send Chris a link so that Chris could join and if he wanted.
I don't know if I have Chris's. I do have Chris's email, but normally he can't jump in on Sundays because he's got to work on Monday. He works early Mondays.
I got to work Monday too.
Yeah, but you're on the West Coast, so you're in the past. You don't
I
gotta
still
get up
gotta-
as soon as Mickey does.
I got to be at work at 5 a.m., so that's 8 a.m. your time.
Yeah, Chris has to be up before that. So, yeah,
But I have to be at work, so
it's
that means
only
I got to be up at like 3 a.m.
It's only 6:30 where you're at.
Yeah, it's 6:30.
It's after 9:30 here on the East Coast. Big difference, man.
Damn, it's 8:30 here. Man, that's my bedtime.
Because you're old, Buck.
You got that shit right. And this damn heat ain't helping nothing neither.
No, I bet it's not. I ain't slept right in days. Damn heat, even with the air conditioner on in the bedroom. We hit 100 on Friday, for Christ's sake. No, not Friday. Thursday. Friday was in the mid 90s, over 100 with the humidity. Yesterday and today, you only got up into the mid 70s. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the mid 80s, and then Tuesday it's back into the 90s. With humidity, it'll be probably around 100 again. And then it's supposed to get cold. We're supposed to get up into like the low 60s by next weekend.
It's supposed to be in the 80s next weekend.
Ozzy says you're not even close to being old yet, Buck.
Yeah, my mind says I'm young as hell. My body says, no, you ain't.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
My body says I'm 90. My mind says I'm like 22.
Mhm. My knee says, sit the fuck down every time I go to stand up. I guess Snob ain't coming back this time. He blew his phone up.
Yep. That's what happens when you have an iPhone.
hmm Does he have an iPhone?
Sorry about that. I'm back. It got dark. I had to secure the perimeter.
Well, I thought you had to go look at your Berettas again before you go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got one handy. It's okay.
I told you he's got a problem with them Berettas, man. He needs an intervention.
Uh, shot some brand new ones this weekend.
Yeah, see?
Had a I had my Die Hard Lethal Weapon went out, man. My Law Enforcement Edition '92. Let Chris's boy get the first shots on that one. Shot that one. I think I took 6 Berettas yesterday. One of them's man, that little 380 I got, man. Man, that thing shoots so good. That's a nice little 380, man. That gun is pretty nice. I might get a holster for that.
Yeah, I forgot I got a 380 till you said something yesterday about it.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh, yeah, I got one.
I neglected this gun for a couple years, and I'm glad I broke it out, man. That's a nice little gun, man. Shoots really, really well for a 380. I mean, really nice.
So now what you need to do is convert it to 30 super carry.
Hey, man, I don't know, man, for a little 380, it's not snappy, and it's a small gun.
It's because it's all metal.
Double stack, 13 rounds. It is very small, very compact. You could stash it onto anywhere. Not snappy at all, man. It's nice.
I think
It's just
mine's
like a
6+1.
It's like a little mini Beretta. Got the thumb safety and everything on it.
Yeah, those little all metal 380s aren't the ones that gives people problems. It's the damn little polymer ones, like the LCP and stuff, and the Bodyguard. Those things are.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
Chris,
man, mine's polymer.
Chris
I
likes
have
it.
no problem with it.
Now Gary's jumping in. We're getting all the hens one by one. Hey, Gary.
What's up?
How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Next, Gary will jump out and Obi will jump in, and then I think it's in Sergeant Link. So then Obi will jump out and then Sarge will jump in. Then we'll have had all of the hens on here one at a time.
Well, where the heck did Snob go anyway?
I don't know. He just dropped and never came back.
I see how he is.
Up and died like the cattle.
I guess.
Mhm.
His iPhone was having problems.
Nah, he's got a good phone. He's got an iPhone. He's got the same phone I have. All the hens have the same phone. It's the official phone of the hens.
Yeah.
iPhone 13 Pro.
Rob is late. Rob just got here out there in the chat. He's late. He must have been making chicken fried steak and screwed it up, so they had to order
Chicken
pizza.
salad.
How exactly do you screw up chicken fried steak? Is my question.
Ask Rob. He's the one that did it.
In the oven.
He bought fake chicken.
The phrase chicken fried steak kind of implies that it's not cooked in the oven, but that's just me.
Well, you and I both agree on that, but he was doing it in the oven.
I believe you call that shake and bake.
That's chicken bake steak, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a technique called oven frying where you put oil on whatever you're technically baking, and it gives it like a fried texture to it. That might have been what he tried and just screwed it up completely.
And he blames it on his oven going out halfway through, and he didn't realize it, and so he tried poisoning the family.
I think Rob just drinks too much. And then gets
Oh, we
hungry.
know that. We got CNT Designs and Arms out there. Says, Zup peeps, happy Father's Day to the dads out there.
So just to let everybody know who was in the early bird chat this morning, I made it to Dairy Queen and got my chicken strip basket.
Cool.
Oh, Gary chose Dairy Queen.
So
I,
did you go with the gravy, or
Yep.
did you go with ranch?
Gravy. It's the only way to fly.
Did you go with the toast or the mini biscuits?
I went with the toast and I went with onion rings instead of fries because I like onion rings. I'm a big fan.
Stacy's out there trying to cause trouble. She says Snob said screw this show. He's out.
Yeah, Snob's afraid to come in here with me.
Yeah, around here, Dairy Queen doesn't get the mini biscuits. They only have the toast. So I haven't had the
Yeah, I didn't see any mini biscuits. All I saw was toast. But you could have a choice as far as whether you wanted fries or onion rings.
Mhm.
And I went with a 4-piece instead of 6. And then afterwards, since it's Father's Day, I decided I needed dessert too. So I had a small hot fudge sundae.
And now you're going to have Rob going to Dairy Queen.
Which was my dad's favorite thing at Dairy Queen was a hot fudge sundae.
You know, I really do like the peanut butter or the peanut butter parfait.
That was my mom's very favorite thing.
Yeah,
at Dairy
my
Queen.
daughter loves those things. But have you tried that Royal Strawberry Cheesecake Blizzard?
Mm-mm. Sounds
Oh.
good though.
Oh, it is. It's really good.
See, I don't allow myself stuff like dessert at Dairy Queen very often because I'm not supposed to have it. So it has to be a special occasion.
Yeah, the Royal Strawberry Cheesecake Blizzard is like strawberry pie filling inside there with big chunks of the strawberry with ice cream, obviously, chunks, cubes of cheese, and cubes of cheesecake all mixed together.
See, my favorite Blizzard is Heath Bar. That's absolutely the best.
Oh yeah, that's the best Blizzard.
Oh no, Reese's Pieces.
Oh no, Reese's ain't as good.
It's
as the Heath
okay, but Heath Bar is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Snickers one's not bad. Snickers.
That's not bad either. Oreo's
But
not half bad.
You got to try that cheesecake one. So they got a couple cheesecake ones now. They got like a caramel cheesecake thing now too, where it's got like caramel, chocolate covered caramel candies and mixed in as well as the cheesecake. That one was really good too.
Now that I
Oh.
can go for.
The strawberry was really good,
Yeah, it is.
and they had a raspberry cheesecake one for a little bit, probably like a
Mhm.
limited time thing.
Yeah. Now Christmas here they had a peppermint one. I don't know if that's just going to be seasonal. I don't know if they had that where you're at or not. But around Christmas you could get. They had one that was peppermint.
Why don't they have Blizzards with Girl Scout cookies?
They did at one point.
I don't say
There
they
was a
do.
limited-
They just brought them back for a little bit.
But the one here doesn't.
No, Chris from the 740 is asking about Little Debbie ice cream. I didn't know they had such a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Now, if you like Snickers, the Snickers ice cream bars are good.
Oh yeah, those are really good.
So
Wonder
is the
if I could-
Twix.
I wonder if I could Uber a Heath Blizzard.
Don't have them turn it upside down when they bring it to your door.
No, it'll fall out at that point. Our Dairy Queen's within walking distance, but they close at like 10.
Oh, mine technically is, but it'd be oh gosh, 7 or 8 block walk. It wouldn't be a short walk.
About 10 minutes or so to get to Dairy Queen from here. Walking, not that far.
Gosh, man, these gun chats all day turned into food, make me hungry.
I know, man. It's
I
all
think the
Gary's
closest-
fault.
I think the closest DQ is like 3.5 miles away.
Gary, as soon as Gary jumps in, he starts talking about getting the chicken basket and stuff. And
No, I was just continuing our conversation from this morning. I was letting you know that I fulfilled my desires.
and
I
like I
had,
said earlier, the rotisserie bites, they're good, but they are not worth the price you pay for them.
The chicken strips were excellent.
I had stuffed manicotti.
Their chicken
Oh, geez, that
strips are
doesn't
way
sound
better
right,
than
does
Sonic.
it?
Like I said,
Good. All right. Well, what I had for dinner was boneless chicken breast chunks cooked, deep fried, and then baked for a little bit in buffalo sauce over rice with ranch dressing drizzled over top.
You had the power bowls from Taco Bell.
No, my wife made that.
She hates those.
No, I said my wife made it. The chicken. She made the chicken.
Oh yeah, but I was asking if you ever had the power bowls from Taco
Oh,
Bell.
no. Usually, when my wife stops and gets us something from Taco Bell, she either brings some like Crunch Wrap Supremes or the quesadillas, something like that.
The I like the power bowls. You can get a steak or a taco or a chicken or a steak, and it's just a big bowl, and they put the meat over here, and then they put a bunch of rice and beans in the middle, and they throw a little bit of lettuce and cheese and stuff on top of it. It's pretty good.
Is that the same thing as that what is it, taco salad or whatever?
No, it's called a power bowl. It's like mostly rice and beans with your meat. It's a big, heavy thing. You can fill you up, man. They're only like
It
$6.
sounds like a taco salad to me.
Ooh, Ozzy had B dubs.
taco salads have a like taco shell. It's a big
Well, they
fried.
got lettuce. This only has enough lettuce to say they put lettuce on it. It's mostly rice.
I might have to try that then. Sounds good. Wonder if I can get the wife to go ahead and get one now after just eating supper.
Yeah, they call it the power bowls. You either say steak or chicken.
I don't like that Taco Bell steak. Just has a weird taste to me.
Well, you ought to come here because my Taco Bell in town here, every time you order it, if you order steak, you get chicken anyways. Like
And
10 times in a row, but I can go out of town and they get my order right every time.
the really good Taco Bell around here, the person that owned it sold it, so it's not run by the Mexicans anymore, and the food's crap now. They're using the actual Taco Bell shit instead of doing everything in house like they were. I blame Joe Biden. It's Biden's fault. Wow, that killed everything.
Let's go, Brandon.
He's been doing a really good job. People
Uh-huh.
on the internet are happy with him.
Or at least one guy that commented on a Patriots video, anyway, who puts emphasis on the wrong words and doesn't know how to use proper punctuation. Well,
He's actually done a great job at doing everything wrong.
mm,
Wrong for us, but right on track for what his handlers want.
yeah, legendary and awesome. Uh-huh. That's what that person said. That he's legendary and awesome. I'll give you that much, Patriot. That was that guy's comment. Well, part of it before he
Yeah,
got into
legend.
one long massive run-on sentence.
Yeah, he will go down as a legend. Yes, sir.
He'll be infamous.
Before Biden, who would you say has the title of the worst president ever? And we'll hold Jimmy Carter out because that's too easy and modern.
Oh, if we're holding Carter out,
Wasn't there
Obama.
somebody like Polk or Coolidge or something that was like the worst ever? I know Harding was pretty bad.
Yeah, Coolidge was a good president.
I just mean I think there was somebody back in the day. You know what I mean? That was like the worst ever. Maybe it was Harding.
Well, you got William Henry Harrison. He only lasted 30 days.
Ah, well, he didn't have
No,
time
I
to
heard
screw
somebody
nothing
say
up.
something on the radio about that too. Somebody back in the day was,
Harry Truman, maybe.
yeah, I think it was.
You go Andrew Jackson.
Harry Truman gave away Eastern Europe. I mean,
Well, look at the shit Andrew Jackson did. Andrew Jackson was by no means a saint.
I think Harding was president for the Great Depression, wasn't
No,
he? Or right after it?
nope. That was before, well before.
Really?
Hoover, wasn't it?
It was Hoover at the start, and then FDR
See,
for the majority of it.
where I'm at, Harding's from here, so everything here is Harding. His great big monument is here. You know, stuff's named after Harding and all the presidents and stuff here.
What? They didn't tear it down?
No, he
What
is.
the
He
hell's
was
wrong
a,
with them people?
he was a Democrat. That's why. But they say he was like the most corrupt White House ever. Like he had offices where you just showed up, dropped off envelopes of money every day, and I think after like he died, like like he went on a trip with his wife and like they say he got poisoned or something. He died, but I did see a show once where like every member of his like cabinet got convicted or something and went to jail. You know, the years afterward, that he was like super corrupt.
You want to talk about corruption that won't ever be prosecuted? You got to look at the Obama administration.
You have no proof of that. Doesn't exist. Joe Biden said so. By the way, I'm leaving in 3 hours, and if you don't fire that prosecutor, you ain't getting the $1 billion.
Uh-huh.
I won't even bring up Fast and Furious.
Son of a bitch. What do you know? He was fired.
Yeah, and we got another guy who's much more solid. See, that's where I think Trump screwed up. When he had the debates with Biden, he took it too easy on the old man, thinking he'd come off as the big old meanie. He should have just slaughtered that Joe Biden. I'd have had that you ain't getting the $1 billion deal playing on the widescreen behind me, man, the whole time and shit.
Well, C&T Designs and Arms out there nominates FDR in the New Deal for worst. If you look at what was going on with the New Deal prior to the election in 32, the unemployment rate was starting to go down under Hoover. FDR gets in. By 1938, the unemployment rate had doubled from the time when it was inaugurated. The New Deal did absolutely nothing but make things worse.
Didn't he build a lot of shit with it or something? Built
That's-
that big
yeah,
dam that made.
You know what?
Cumberland?
The dam you're talking about, the Hoover Dam, that was done under Hoover, so it's called the Hoover Dam.
No, over there by Kentucky, Tennessee.
You're talking about the
Cumberland.
Tennessee Valley Authority.
Yeah.
That was a big attempt to make people look like they were being hired. They basically the Chinese are doing what FDR did back then when they have all these people building shit that's not needed.
Kind of like the WPA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you look over in China, they're doing the exact same thing FDR did to try and make things look like they were getting better. Which is why over in China right now they have amusement parks in cities where nobody lives there. Nobody goes to the amusement parks. Remember that big swim facility they built for the Olympics a few years ago in China? Nobody uses it. It's empty. It's the same shit that FDR did. All those public works projects. People worked for 3, 4, 5 months and they were out of work again.
Well, yeah, they generally built these little like army camps with barracks, put people up in them.
Yeah. Yeah, you realize if you look at what other countries called the Depression compared to what the United States called it, the United States is really the only country that calls it the Great Depression. Everybody else just called it the Depression, and they were coming out of it long before the United States did. The United States didn't come out of the Depression until after World War II started. The Germans, the British, they were already coming out pretty much all the way out of the Depression by the time the war kicked off in 1939. Yeah, the worst part is you will still have people that will point to FDR and say he was one of the greatest presidents ever. FDR was such a great president that they couldn't wait till his body was cold before they passed an amendment keeping a president from running for as many terms as FDR did. FDR was so great that he tried stacking the Supreme Court because they kept taking his deal proposals and declaring them unconstitutional. And that was a court that was dominated by the Democrats. It was not a conservative court.
What's Biden's middle name?
Biden's middle name? Robinette.
Why don't we call him by his initials? What would that be?
POS.
JRB. Doesn't have the same ring as FDR. JRB just doesn't. It doesn't
I
have
still
the-
like
that
POS.
Yeah, that works, but
Or we can call him what Fred Sanford would have called him. You big dummy.
you big dummy. Fred would have took one look at what Biden's doing, and he actually would have had a heart attack and went to see Elizabeth.
No doubt.
Patriot says his initials are FJB.
Yep. I agree
was-
with Patriot.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I got a shirt that says that. Got a hashtag in front of it too.
Didn't you have an avatar that said it too?
There's a
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
forgot
like that
about
one much better. FJB. Yeah.
there's a logging truck that runs around here that has a FJB Let's Go Brandon flag flying on it.
Yeah, that avatar is for my Christmas. That's my Christmas avatar.
I should take a poll. Who thinks Joe Biden's going to last till Christmas?
Put a poll up.
I don't what choice we got. I don't want to have Kamala for Christmas.
Why, Willie Brown did.
Knee pads, Harris. Come on.
Ho for the holiday.
Knee pads, Harris, the cum dumpster from San Francisco. There, the poll's out there. You should be able to vote on it now.
Oh, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, but there only 2 people voted. I can't vote in my own poll. I didn't think he was going to last through the first month, C&T. So he's going to get 1 month in and they're going to Article 25 his ass.
If they don't keep him off that bicycle, he's not going to last much longer.
They stopped it from driving his Stingray at least. Remember
You
that
know, they
campaign ad?
The only thing they got to do is get one of them 3-wheel trikes with the basket on the back. Let Kamala pedal his ass while he's sitting in the basket.
Well, kind of like ET.
I still
Yeah,
understand.
but this basket's in the back.
You know, they impeached Trump over stuff they made up.
Mm-hmm.
How could they not impeach this walking idiot or, like, pull that clause or whatever just because he just ain't mentally smart enough? You know?
He's not mentally. He doesn't have the mental capacity. Did you see the clip where he was giving a speech somewhere and he sounded like fucking Porky Pig?
I really try not to listen to anything he says, but, you know, he says so much stupid stuff that, you know, becomes an instant soundbite.
Yeah, Patriot. He said he was going to make all federal vehicles green. He also said he wants all tanks to be electric powered. Because
Hey,
that'll work
that's a
out well.
great idea.
Mhm. Yeah, because having tanks trailing extension cords behind them just makes a whole lot of sense.
No, solar powered, man.
One good shot from a 50 caliber machine gun will take care of those solar panels. Next, he'll say he wants the aircraft carriers to be electric powered. Technically, I guess you could say they are.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
They're gizzard powered.
Yeah, but he'll want to go with something more green. He'll want them to be wind powered, but not with a sail. They'll all have wind turbines along the deck.
That ought to be there. They ought to push that for nuclear power. Go green. Go gizzard.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. That should be their slogan.
This awkward silence brought to you by Rich White.
I was sitting there reading what C&T Designs put out there.
Patriot says no. He said he wanted all tanks to have that wind up thing on top like the old toys. That's scary. He knows all about them. We
Yeah,
had
I
wind up
saw
toys when we
that.
were kids still.
I saw that.
Yeah, that'd be nice if we could twist some leverage on old Joe because of his crackhead son.
No, his Parmesan head son.
Yeah, his Parmesan smoking son. And his fucking Alice Cooper looking husband.
Yeah, I think that too, Ozzy. I agree with you on that one.
Who's the bigger pedophile, Joe or Hunter?
Hunter probably learned from the best.
Well, we don't have any evidence of Joe actually smoking crack with his niece, or in his case, his granddaughter.
My
Um,
answer would have to be Jill.
Hunter actually was caught smoking crack with naked with his niece, who may or may not have also been naked at the time. But that one, yeah, you know,
I won't touch that one.
yeah. That's why I cut it off when I did, because you could see where that was going.
That was going for strike number 2.
Haven't had a strike yet.
Technically, all that is alleged.
We could
Just
help you out if you're wanting one.
Yeah, yeah, it's alleged when it was all over TikTok, Facebook, Twitter.
still alleged. He hasn't been charged with anything. I've never seen a laptop personally myself, so all I can do is speculate. I cannot say anything is factual. Except I seen a video of the motherfucker doing some crazy shit. It offended me, and if I get offended, you know it's bad.
Yeah, the shit that Hunter did is worse than what Anthony Weiner did if you actually stop and think about it.
Whatever happened to him anyway?
He's in jail or something.
He's sharing a cell with Jared from Subway.
I figured he was maybe governor or mayor of New York or something by now, or who knows.
No, he was serving like 3 years in jail or something. Prison, I think. Yeah, jail would only be up to a year. But yeah, he's doing like 3 years, something like
What'd the
that.
Wiener dude do?
Shit.
Whatever to go to jail. I know what he did a while back, but what'd he do to go to jail?
Fuck if I remember. He did so much shit, I don't remember what the fuck it was. And it was so long ago. It was like, you know,
'Cause he
with
didn't go to
COVID
jail
and the
for
Hunter
the
Biden shit. And
he didn't go to
So,
jail for the texting or nothing like that.
what
He
are
just
the
like
odds
lost
of
his
somebody
job.
who did the weird shit he did having the last name of Wiener anyway? I mean,
yeah, right.
it's like,
A guy who serially shows off his wiener just conveniently is named Wiener.
It's one
it's
of them
about like
things.
having the last name of dumbass or something like
Yeah, it's one of them things you can't make up.
that. I know.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
His
Uh-huh.
first name should have been Willie.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Richard.
You write this up. You have the main character's name is Anthony Weiner, Tony Weiner.
At least his
He,
parents didn't name him Oscar Mayer.
but you hand that over to a Hollywood executive and tell them we want to make this into a movie. They'll look at that like nobody will ever believe this name.
Oscar M. Wiener.
Yeah, it's like something you'd make up for a story.
Mhm. His name sounds like a bad porno name. Being absolutely honest here.
Wonder
It's like
if he was growing up in high school, whether he was voted most likely to take pictures of his wiener or something like that. I don't know.
oh man. Can you imagine if you had a kid in your school and his name was Wiener? oh, oh
Oh
gosh.
boy.
I never
Yeah.
had that much entertainment in my youth. That would
No.
have just been classic, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every
Kid
time
named
the like
Wiener.
teacher called his name or something, oh jeez.
You got a kid named Wiener in your class. Oh, it's on at that point.
Yeah, if I had somebody named Wiener in my class, shit, I probably would have stayed in school longer.
It's pronounced Dirte.
No, it's pronounced Carlos Danger. Remember that was the name he used on Twitter. Carlos Danger.
Juan Carlos Danger.
Yeah, a Jewish guy from Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah, we buy that Carlos Danger, wink wink. Yeah, I'm not even sure if
That's
it's
terrible. That's terrible. That's just the screen name he chose or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He should just use his real name. That's better than anything made up. Danger Dan Wiener. Hell, ain't he married to somebody that's. Ain't she like a politician too or something? Or
He was married
stock
to
market lady or something like
no,
that?
he was married to Hillary Clinton's aide, chief aide, which is funny in and of itself because he's Jewish and she's Muslim.
There's a hell of a mix.
Uh-huh. And they have kids. Their kids are going to grow up being self-hating. The Muslim half's going to hate the Jewish half. They're going to protest against themselves over the Palestinian situation.
And just top it all off, the last name is Wiener.
Uh-huh.
They build a wall down the middle of the house.
Yeah, the kids, the kids grow up, they're going to petition a court to have their name changed, I'm sure.
Makes you wonder why he didn't.
What if they call his boy Little Wiener?
Well,
Hey there, Little Wiener.
you know, Tony Weiner is only one letter off from being Tiny Weiner.
Wiener Jr. The third.
God, Oscar Mayer Wiener Jr. Remember those junior wieners that Oscar Mayer used to make? It's a really good name. His name's not Oscar Mayer.
Imagine, imagine if you like his kids or something. Like you and your dad are a dick.
You know, and it's got to be worse if he's got daughters. I don't remember if their kids are boys or girls. But can you imagine being a girl with the last name Wiener?
Don't name her Sharon. That'd be good for your yearbook. Oh, remember her? Sharon Wiener?
As he says, Anita Wiener.
Juanita Wiener.
Anita Wiener. That sounds like one of those prank calls that Bart would make to Mo. Hey fellas, I need a wiener.
Like, definitely. Don't ever name your kid like Adolf Wiener. Don't name him Harold either.
A lot of wiener. And I have heard people with the name Alada before. Alotta. That could be another one of those Bart Simpson ones. Hey fellas, I need a lot of wiener. Well, good for you, Mo. You really would think that that guy would have had enough sense to change his damn last name. There's somebody in his family at some point.
He comes from a long line of wieners.
Yeah, like Spaceballs. How many of you are named asshole? And the whole crew raises their hand. My God, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yeah.
That's a long line of old wieners.
Well, I guess we can end this poll. People think that yes, Joe Biden will make it to Christmas.
There's always hope.
Did they say what year?
Well, it's obviously this year.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. That's only a couple of weeks from now.
It'll be like Weekend at Bernie's. Even if something happens to him, they'll keep him alive somehow.
Well, they were doing that with Ginsburg.
Okay, I
Hell,
only
Gary.
saw a still image and I heard what happened. Fill me in so I know. Like, he wrecked a bike, fell completely down to the ground, right?
Well, he came to a stop,
Yeah.
and he was trying to get off the bike. He couldn't get his foot out of the pedal because it had the toe thing on there.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
what
so-
happened to him?
He just fell over onto his right side. He got up like 10 seconds later.
Oh, he's not like
No, he's not hurt or anything, but
beaten, bruised up. You know what I mean?
Not
Shiner
really,
from
no.
it. And,
no, but it's
Sure
only a
he's got
matter of
bruise or
time.
two.
oh.
The
Damn,
guy's
Gary,
almost 80. It's just
Yeah,
a
I
matter
thought
of
maybe
time.
he, not got like hospitalized, but injured a little bit or something.
I was thinking that Gary's going to say he just forgot to put his feet down when he come to a stop.
Yeah, Joe Biden wrecked the bike while not moving.
Well, you know what they're gonna do now? They're gonna be pushing for them electric bicycles. Don't have them pedals. Get your feet caught in.
Get him a Segway and let him ride it on a nature trail in the UK. Yeah. I guess nobody knows the story about the CEO of the company that owns the Segway. Was riding his Segway off on a nature trail just far from his home, not that far from his home in the UK. Went to pull off to let a guy and his dog pass. Something got jammed up in the gears and he couldn't stop and right off a cliff.
Oh shit! Damn.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here.
Okay.
All right, Buck.
Alrighty, Buck.
All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow somewhere, sometime.
Well, you said that last week and it never happened.
Oh,
thought
y'all
that
were on the
was-
damn chats I was on.
All right, get you later, Buck. Thanks for jumping
All
on.
right, see
See
y'all
you,
later.
Doug.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite, Rich.
So the Segway dude got killed, huh?
Well, not the inventor, just the CEO of the company. But still, he tried being nice to somebody, and look what happens.
Guess
That's
you
just
should
a
have made
lesson
hang
in
gliders.
life. That's what happens when you're nice to somebody.
Only the assholes make it to old age.
That's what they say.
Like Joe Biden.
Yeah, some people are like that, man. Every time they do something nice, they get screwed.
Patriots said, they take the speed on the pedals. Fucking about Joe Biden.
Glued them on there with spray glue. Yeah, they're gonna have to stop that. No more bikes for old Joe. Hell,
Yeah.
I mean, look. Hell, he tripped over the dog and broke his foot or something, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. They
Yeah,
took his.
Tripped over the dog's a classic excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
they,
a lot of women with black eyes that tripped over the dog. You know.
they took Biden's car, his Corvette. Now they're gonna have to take his bike from him. They already got to wipe his ass for him because he's already stipulated that.
Oh, there's something to bring up. I watched a video one time, him with like a news reporter, and he had the Corvette and he was driving it. He don't even know what year it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's driving a 60, could be no later than a 67 Corvette convertible, and he told the reporter, how much he loves his car and everything. He said it was a 68.
No, it wasn't.
Wrong body style.
Wrong body, man. Technically speaking, it was a little. It wasn't exactly a 67 either.
Well, it couldn't have been no later than a 67. I couldn't tell exactly what year it was, but
Yeah, it
It
had the.
wasn't a 68. They were the
It looked
new
like it
bodies.
was then around 63, 64. But anyway, yeah. Up later, Patriot.
Yeah, maybe it was 63, and he thought the 3 was an 8.
The point is, he's supposed to be this big car guy, and that was supposed to be his favorite car to drive, and he didn't even know what year it was.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even know it was a Corvette if somebody didn't tell him. And that wasn't just an interview; that was actually a campaign publicity stunt thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, and as soon as he said it, I was like, huh? 68? That ain't no 68.
Mm-mm. 68's when they changed to the style that ran through the 70s into the 80s.
What they call the Mako.
Mm-hmm.
Made it look like a Mako shark.
Yeah. And you had there was 68 Mako Shark with the 427 that put out more horsepower than it had cubic inches. And that car was one of the first American cars ever to reach $1 million in auction because they only made a handful of the damn things.
Oh, those painted blue.
Yeah, the
and
Stingray Mako
gray
Shark.
Makos. Yeah.
Yeah.
The prototypes.
Yeah, the one that actually had Mako written on it. Yeah.
Yeah, those was cooler than hell, man. Those
Mhm.
the paint job was like awesome on those.
Yeah, and the side grill looked like shark gills.
Yeah, yeah. I saw something on that. Like the guy who painted them, like shipped in like a stuffed swordfish, so he could copy like the flow of the colors. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's how he painted that car. It was like swordfish color or whatever.
That car's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it had like special. It didn't have the same body on it that the other cars had. That was prototype shit. And flared fenders and crazy
Mhm.
shit. But those were badass. Yeah, they only made a few of those.
They made what, a
They
couple
make
hundred,
fakes,
and that was
though.
it.
Yeah,
They made like a couple hundred of them, and there's like 10, I think.
I
that are
don't
still
think
in-
they made that many, man. I think they made a handful of them, didn't
Well, there's 10 that were in existence when the one sold for $1 million.
they?
There were
I
still
know-
10 in existence.
I know
There weren't many.
I know the company that did those sold like the body kits and stuff. So there's like fakes out there.
It was very limited production.
Hell, I think even the fakes are worth money.
Yeah, you have people that'll take a 68 and they'll make a clone of it. Yeah, but that was the body style that ran all the way to what, 83? I think it was. And 84 is when they came out with the new body style, and that was when the A team, when Face got his Corvette.
I think it went to 82. I don't think there
It's an
was
82.
a Corvette in 1983. I
Okay.
think that was the year that was skipped. There was no Corvette.
All right, that's possible.
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere around that area time period.
Yeah, I think it went to 82.
The other one that was of that body style that was worth a good bit in auction was the Indianapolis Pace Car.
Yeah, that was a good paint job on those too. Tell you one of the neatest cars from that era. It's a little newer. Like these are like the 80s, the 81s. Can you remember the Bandit Trans Am, black and
Mhm.
gold?
Oh yeah,
Well, then Pontiac did one in the early 80s with the different headlights. That was like white and silver with the flaming chicken on the hood. And those are beautiful cars right there too. The two-tone white and silver.
I'm gonna jump off, guys. I gotta get ready for work in the morning.
All right, G23. Thanks for jumping on.
It's easy.
So yeah,
Have a good night.
I might Google that real quick.
The one I didn't get was the all white in '87, the anniversary edition Trans Am with the engine out of the Grand National the 3.6 turbo or 3.8 turbo. Why the hell would they paint that all white like that? It just looked so boring. It was like it was also that Trans Am that made GM sit up and realize, hey, wait a minute, these two cars were more powerful than the Corvette. We can't have that. Apparently, Defense Dad didn't like the new Batman movie. So he says, turns out George Clooney wasn't the worst Batman. I've heard quite a few people say that one was good, so I don't know. But there's more to the Clooney Batman movie being labeled the worst Batman movie than just George Clooney as Batman. There was a lot of problems with that movie. Oh, excuse me. So
Yeah, this right here, man. These two, they're here. These were cool
Okay.
cars.
Yeah, I like that silver one at the top.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's seen the Bandit Trans Am. There's too many of those. I like these right here.
Mm. That gold one's not too bad.
I did like the older ones with the round headlights too. Super Duties.
Mhm.
And then they went to this piece of junk.
What
And
is
there's
it?
what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm like, what was the point of that? All white. Which year was it that?
These was okay because this one's a Firehawk.
Which year was it where the Firebird in general, and the Camaro for that matter, were like a blending of the late '70s and '60s Camaro? Which year was that? Like '73 or was that '74 where they started to blend together?
Oh, there's a 76.
Yeah, go up,
There's the
go up,
Super Duty.
right there,
70.
that model.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, this is Trans Am.
Yeah,
It's
like
not
right
going
there.
back far enough.
1970. That's kind of you're starting to get the
Yeah.
rear end style of the, and then the front end still has like the '60s look to it. And then that one you got it too. So,
Uh,
but you see what I'm talking about? How because you got the earlier one right below it, and then look at the back how it's got like the more rounded look, like the later
Uh-huh.
Trans Ams would, with the more '60s ish front end.
well, they don't have a good picture here.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
know.
this is right. That 60. They don't have 67s and 68s in here. Um, well, this says Trans Am. Maybe they just had them in Firebirds. Let me try
Yeah, but
that.
that style was always neat looking too, where it was like the blending of the two as they transitioned. They didn't just go from one into the other; they like transitioned from one into the other. You know what I mean? They morphed it, kind of.
Yeah, see, here's like the first ones that was
Mm-hmm.
a lot like the Camaros.
Well, yeah, they were the same body. It was
Well, they always shared, but this one,
Yeah.
the first ones really were.
same
Camaro
body,
was-
same frame. They just
Before-
changed. The front end would be different, and the engine would be different, basically.
Yeah, the other ones we were just looking at, like these cars, these took on their own look, though. You know what I
And
mean?
that
With the-
67 on the right there kind of
Well,
has a GTO looking front
If
end.
you-
on.
They really didn't have their own look, Jason. If you look at the Camaro from the late '70s, they looked like the Firebirds. Still, they just had a different front end on them.
Yeah, but the Trans Am had their own hood and scoop and the side vents and exhaust pipes.
Body was the same body.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same
they're
body,
all
same
F.
frame.
They're all F bodies.
Yeah. I mean,
See, here's the
it's,
older ones that got
yeah.
more GTO to them.
A friend of mine had a badass 1980 Camaro.
I'll show you what I have. I'll do a Google search. They gotta have one of these.
He had it was an 80 Z28 that had a turbocharged 350 in it. Man, that thing would you hit the gas and that thing just took off the line. It's not too much different than what the Trans Ams and stuff were.
All right, can you see this brown Z28?
Yeah.
I had one of these exactly. I mean, this is exactly it. Same wheels, everything. It's about the same shape. It was beautiful. The only thing that was wrong with it, right here at the little reflector side light thing, it had a very, very small dent about the size of your thumb and cracked that piece of plastic right there. Other than that, that car looked exactly like this one. Oh, the memories. Yeah.
What year was that one? 79?
79.
Mine was 10 years older. I had a 69.
Yeah, there they are. Big old junk 350. This car's in good shape. Must be from southern states or something.
Door was restored.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, mine
Usually,
looked exactly like this, man.
yeah, a lot of times when you see them looking like that, it was a complete off frame restoration. They took it all apart and completely restored everything.
Huh.
Ozzy had a 76 Camaro.
This is the first time I ever searched for one of these on the internet. Because brown was a very unusual color.
Hmm. It's a nice color, though.
I had louvers on my back windows, but I had the same rims. I really ain't got a picture of the tail lights, but huh. Yeah, I had a brown 79Z. Always liked these wheels better, but I didn't have this kind.
Yeah, Defense Stat said 70 to 73 were the best looking Trans Am and Camaros to him. Yeah, I agree because he had that like merging of the late 70s with the from the 60s into the late 70s. It was like a fusion of the two of them as they are like transitioning from one body style to the other. And it just looked cool when you had put like the 60s, 7, 68, 69, then the 70, 72, 73, and then the 74 on the 82 or whatever it was when they changed them. You could just see the progression to the 80s one. Yeah, before that, the stupid 80s one, the body design. Just with the 60s through the 70s. So that was just cool the way they did that, where it just like flowed from one into the other body style. You don't see that in cars. If you see a body change, it goes from one to the next to the next. It doesn't flow through the body changes like they did with the Firebird and the Camaro. We've been going over 2 hours. So we want to call it, or you guys got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. We better call it. Get everything wrapped up at a decent time, I guess.
Yeah, I
we're
think
all
I've been
over.
online long enough today. So
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about it. So, all right. Yeah, we'll start wrapping her up then. So, got anything you want to say before we get out here, Jason? Any plugs or anything?
Nope. Just hope everybody have a good evening. Hope you have a good start to the week. We'll see you back next time. Peace.
What about you, Gary?
well, I hope everybody had a good Father's Day out there, all you dads. Uh, and yeah, check out my channel if you haven't. All three of you who are watching or whatever out there.
Oh, we got 10 watching right now.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there's not a whole lot else on. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Rich. Watch all his stuff. Watch some of it twice or three times. And don't forget to share now because social media is not doing a good job of publicizing these gun related channels and their content. So you're going to have to help out by posting links and sharing stuff so people can come and find us. So if you do that, then I'd appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, Rich.
Yep, no problem. And programming note for next weekend. This week Unloaded will be Saturday night next week because Sunday night, as soon as we figure out who's footing the bill for it, we got the New Japan AEW pay-per-view, the joint pay-per-view between those two promotions, which is looking to be pretty good if you're into the wrestling thing. And we'll be doing a watch-along for that next Sunday night. So be here Saturday for this show. Okay? So
Okay. I'll try to remember.
Yeah.
Remind me Friday night. Surely you'll be on my
make a
page.
note on your iWatch or whatever.
I usually see you twice every weekend. It's not like you don't
Yeah.
ever see me. So.
Yeah. This is true. So, hell, I see you more than I see my youngest daughter half the time.
I hear that.
So, anyway, we will catch y'all next weekend. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.